Hi, I'm Melody Mayo, and I'm a wellness coach here at Life University's Center for Health and Optimum Performance in Marietta, Georgia. I'd like to tell you about some wellness and life balance classes that we are offering. Well, you might be wondering exactly what it is that a wellness coach does. First of all, we would talk about what it is that you want to see happen in your life, and we would come up with a strategy to help you get there. As the coach, I am the passenger and you're the driver. And I'm going to act as a support to help you get wherever you want to go quickly and effectively. All right, so now how can we help you? Well, we are currently offering 4 complimentary wellness and life balance classes here at the center. For times, dates, and availability, please contact me at 770-426-2622 and I'll make sure that you have a place. So you might still have some questions about exactly what wellness is. It's a term that we hear often on TV, around the doctor's office, in the news. It's something that a lot of people refer to, but what does it really mean? Well, you might be interested to come to our class on Wellness 101, where we talk about the change process and how you can achieve your goals, and we focus on the psychological, physical, emotional elements of that process and how that affects wellness and where you can get to personally through that process. In our stress reduction workshop, we'll talk about all the different kinds of stress and different areas that you might be able to recognize that stress is happening to you, because it's one of those things that is happening all around us. Everybody's experiencing it, but if we can't make the connection to when we're experiencing it, we can't begin to stop it from continuing. So some areas that we might experience stress include physical stress, nutritional stress, environmental, mental, spiritual, emotional. There's all kinds of areas that you can experience stressors. And so we will talk about what it is, what stress looks like, what it feels like, different ways that you might be able to handle it on your own. Let me give you an example of a client that I worked with once. We're going to call him Joe. I noticed that Joe lifted his shoulders up quite often while we were in our sessions together, and I knew that he was under a lot of stress at work, and I began to work with him on ways that he could minimize his stress and recognize when he was lifting his shoulders as an indicator that maybe something particularly stressful was going on at that moment. So we talked about different things that he could do, such as deep breathing. He could do different types of meditation to become more mindful of the ways that he was feeling his stress and experiencing it. And over time, he was able to make that connection between his body and his mind, and he was able to minimize his stress naturally. As with Joe, he was able to begin living his life a little bit more mindfully as he recognized that lifting his shoulders up was a stress indicator. If mindful living is something that you're interested in, we'll go into more detail about it in our workshop on mindful living. It's all about making mind-body connections to things that you're experiencing, the beliefs that you have about what you're experiencing, and your physical reactions to your outer world. And when you believe certain things, it can connect to your body physically. You may not be aware of it. So when you can make that connection and become more aware of what's going on internally and externally, you can live less stressful. You can be a lot more confident that you are living your life in a way that works for you. Let me tell you about a workshop that I am really excited about. It's called Personality Types and Living Intentionally. And basically this one ties everything else that we've learned together and brings it all home. I am really excited about this one because it really dives into who you are. You get to learn very practical things about personality types, communication styles, values, different things that you know. If you know those things about yourself, then you can make choices in your life that help you live intentionally. I'd like to tell you about a client of mine who we'll call Kim. She came to me very stressed out, had some idea that she wanted to do something different, but had no idea what that was. She didn't know where she wanted to go, and that in and of itself is very stressful because she didn't have the resources to act on making changes because she just didn't know where she wanted to go. So what we did was we started talking about her. We learned about her, who she is, what she needs, and as we put some things into practice, she was able to make changes that led her to finding a path that works. Now she has a plan of action, one that she can feel good about, one that she is working on, and her stress is gone. Now that you know about the 4 complimentary workshops that we are offering here at Life University's Center for Health and Optimum Performance, you too can be like Joe and Kim and live a well-intentioned, less stressful life. We encourage you to take the first step toward empowering your well-being, and we'll be with you every step of the way. I invite you to bring your health to life.